What is going on, guys? This is Josh here, and today we're going to be doing a Sydney FC Adelaide United preview for their game on the 14th of January at whatever Adelaide's home ground is. I'm going to treat this one with care. I think it's going to be a very tough game, and I'm going to make sure that I don't mention how we beat Adelaide 2-1 at the FFA Cup final last year this season, because I think it'd be very dog to mention that 2-1 win to some very, salty Adelaide fans who don't want to hear about that 2-1 win where Bobo scored a late goal to, win Sydney the cup, and, Adelaide lost it because they raped the ball boy. But let's get into the preview video. All right, so starting off with Adelaide, they have got a pretty decimated squad. They have lost 3 players to the under-23 Australian team. George Blackwood and their goalkeeper are 2 of those players. I'm pretty sure George Blackwood is their starting striker, so that's a pretty big loss. And also losing your keeper is pretty shit as well. And then not at the start of the year, but earlier in the year, I was thinking that, Adelaide had a very dominant midfield with Leah and Adlung in there. And I know that Leah's going to be out. Apparently he's out for another month or something like that. And Adlung has the potential to be playing. But, he hasn't been playing for a while, I think. But, that's the kind of play or the situation with their squad. So, basically what I can take out of that is that their midfield is kind of crap. They've just basically got a little bit less than what they should have across the park. And that's a shame for them, obviously, because I thought that they were, outside title contenders with the midfield that they had. And, they had ISIS and a pretty good defense and shit like that. So, yeah, that's a shame for them. Good for Sydney. In regards with the Western Sydney game, they looked all right for some of it. They had really dominant spells where they could have gone out and they could have won 4-0. If they played like that the entire game, they could have beaten them 5-6-0. But they also had spells where they looked like they could have got beaten 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, 6-0. So they were really patchy, and I think that that's something that Sydney are going to need to use to their advantage. We're going to need to get everyone behind the ball when, they're having a good spell, holding possession around the box and firing shots on Redmayne. And then, when they are playing, shit and we can get our chances, we need to be able to capitalise on them and have Bobo, Mijayevski, Ninkovic, and Brosk just fucking score them. So, that's kind of what we need to do. ISIS is their best player. He looked pretty class against Western Sydney without, really doing much. But, as I said, best player. He looks class, and we're going to need to watch out for him. Joshy, Branton, I'm talking to you. All right, as for Sydney FC, they have gone from Brisbane to Adelaide in 6 days, which is a tough trip because either they've been living on the road for 7 days, maybe more, 8 days, over a week almost, traveling to Brisbane, then traveling down to Adelaide and stuff. And that could take an effect on the team, or they've come back to Sydney, and that's even more travel. But who knows? I still think that this could be a potential slip-up for us after a couple of weeks of tough fixture congestion. We've had a 6-day break, but as I said about the travel thing, this is going to be our 4th game in a bit over 2 weeks. So that could be tough for the team. And I think that Adelaide are going to be much tougher than Brisbane, even though I've stated that they've lost a lot of players and stuff. I think that, they've got the foundation to be a good team. They're still in the top 6, I believe. They got a draw with Western Sydney, who are on decent form right now, even though they're not that good of a side. So, Adelaide are better than Brisbane, and Sydney kind of need to keep everyone just in the game, to stay compact, to hold out against Adelaide. And as I said, push forward and take their chances when necessary and remain compact when, Adelaide are kind of putting pressure on our goal, whipping crosses in, trying to break us down and stuff. And it's going to be down to, I think the back 6 especially of Brillante, O'Neill, Wilkshire, Zulo, Geordie Boyce and Wilkinson to just hold firm and, not give them any clear-cut chances. And I think that Redmayne's going to be big in this game as well, and going to be called upon a couple of times to make some big saves. All right, so as for my predictions, I never predict a Sydney loss. I may predict a draw every now and again, but I think that it's going to be a 1-0 Sydney win with Redmayne picking up man of the match. I think that Adelaide are going to get, a good amount of shots on goal, and I think that Redmayne is going to save quite a few of those, and it's going to look really sexy, and I think that's why he's going to get man of the match. I think it's going to be a very defensive performance, as I was talking about, the back six remaining compact, but I also think that Brosk, Ninkovic, and Mijajevski, and to a lesser extent Bobo, getting behind the ball is really going to help the team stay compact, and I think that they're going to play a decent part in the defence as well. But as always, it's mainly down to Brandon O'Neill and Bryante just to kind of keep the core of the team together, not make any stupid passes and just shut down moves, make tackles and be in the right position. And I think just for the sake of it, a late goal coming from I don't want to say Charlie or Matt Simon, just because I think that that's too unrealistic. A late goal from Brosk will win us the game, and those are my predictions for the game. All right, so for my overview of the game, Adelaide have got the potential to kind of have loads of spells of quality and just dominance, regardless of their missing players. And, if they bring in Adlung and Is is on form and shit like that, then I think that they're going to be a very good team and something that Sydney are going to have to watch out for. But overall, Sydney are champions. They are going to be champions again. And they're going to come up with a quality defensive performance that's just going to shine through anything that Adelaide do. And that's going to eventually lead to them getting a 1-0 win and Redmayne getting man of the match. So, that's kind of the video. Sydney 1-0 win. I'll definitely take that. I'm going to be doing a live stream of it on my main channel. So, make sure to check out my main channel somewhere on the screen. Click on it and, check that out. But, ladies and gentlemen, those are my opinions on the game. I hope you have enjoyed. Let me know your opinions on the game down below. I know there's a few Adelaide supporters that watch me. So, if you guys have got any fucking insights, let me know. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're going to end the video. I appreciate you watching. I will see you guys next time I make a video. Bye-bye.